Mortal Kombat Onslaught. This is the newest version of Mortal Kombat that's coming to mobile devices sometime in 2023. Thanks to Shar, I got myself some gameplay footage of the beta of this game, and we can see what some of the battles look like. Now, it's worth noting that this is not your typical traditional fighting game, and actually, this isn't a fighting game at all, and that may not be apparent from the gameplay that you're watching. It very much looks like a fighting game, but this game plays more like, or very much like, an RPG. Think about it, a game like, maybe something like Raid Shadow Legends, or something like AFK Arena. We're gonna get into the details of that, what I'm expecting of this game, and what you can expect, and if it's going to be something that you'll be interested in playing. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo. Welcome back to the channel. And what we're looking at right now are all of the different characters that you can play inside of the game. There's a bunch that you will remember from days of old when you played Mortal Kombat. I know that I played Mortal Kombat from Mortal Kombat 1. I don't even remember what system it was on. It was such long, Super Nintendo, maybe? Nintendo 64, maybe it was. It was a long, Sega Genesis, that's what it was, forever ago. And many of us fell in love with Mortal Kombat because of the brutality of it, just how dark it was, fatalities, the blood, and oh my God, I can't believe this is inside of a video game. That's what we all loved about Mortal Kombat. Over the years, we had tons of different new characters and personalities added to the game. We're seeing a bunch of these being added as we go through here. Sub-Zero was definitely one of my favorites, as he was one of many's favorites. But the question is Onslaught going to represent Mortal Kombat well? Or is this going to be just an attempt for development to just do a cash grab and try and just make money from a skinned game to the Mortal Kombat scene? Now, something that I noticed from watching this gameplay and from kind of seeing how the game works, how unlocks happen, this is going to be one of your hero collector type games. Marvel Strike Force is a great example of this, a really great RPG game, really fantastic graphics as well, but you get sucked into the game because of the Marvel characters. You're a fan of Marvel games and you just decide that you want to have all these different characters, put them into battle with your squads and fight in an RPG style game. This is a similar type thing to that. Now, Raid Shadow Legends, on the other hand, there's no like branded characters in there. Everything that was made for Raid was just from Raid. There wasn't something like this where you have characters that are known from elsewhere, like the Marvel characters or the Mortal Kombat characters being used. So you don't have that character love that makes you want to unlock more and get more. But here you do. And this is exactly what I think we're looking at right here with this Mortal Kombat Onslaught game. We're looking at an RPG, which is essentially an auto battler. You're going to be managing the different ultimates that become available when your bars go up and when you have the ability and you have all the juice to use those ultimates. That's really all you're doing. The rest of the battle mechanics are controlled by the PC itself, by the system. Now, as we're going through, we're seeing a whole bunch of different characters that you're probably looking at and saying, oh, I want that one, I want that one. And that is where this game is going to go right. The battle mechanics, will they be as good as Marvel Strike Force? Will they be as good as Raid Shadow Legends? I don't know. That's time is gonna tell, because even right now, even getting on your hands in the game right now, it's beta, right? Things are going to be a little bit clunky. All the voice acting won't be in place. The graphics may not even be what they're going to be in the finished version, but it's an idea of what the game is going to look like. And it's going to be a good idea of that as well. Now, something that I'm loving are the different characters, the number of different characters that are going to release with the game. I don't have an exact number, but we're looking at something near 30 different characters that you can choose from, and more will come with time. All the characters that we already know from Mortal Kombat, and then we're going to probably see other ones that maybe are even created for Onslaught itself. Now, not only is Mortal Kombat Onslaught going to be a RPG style game, battles kind of happen themselves. You could set it on auto and let it do its thing and just kind of like auto grind through it. A lot of people don't like that kind of game, but a lot of people do also like that kind of game. It's one of those games where when you turn it off, you're collecting loot, right? And that's where the AFK Arena comes through. That's where I get the feel of that game. If I turn off this title and I put my phone away and I come back in a few hours, there's going to be loot and rewards that I have collected from the lineup that I set, battling, you know, the NPCs in the background while I'm not there. So it's an auto looter, which is kind of nice as well, because every single time you go into the game, you have rewards that you are collecting, which is kind of nice when especially you're trying to upgrade your account, when you're trying to just progress your character levels, because in these types of games, you want them to get stronger and stronger as you go. You don't want them to just be stagnant. It's nice to be able to get that growth, even if you're not playing the game. Now, the battles inside of the game look really good. We're going to see different moves and different abilities that we're used to seeing from Mortal Kombat. You're going to have the get over here that you get with Scorpion. You're going to get the freeze effects that you get with Sub-Zero. And that's where the nostalgia is going to come into this game. That's where your love of the Mortal Kombat series is going to come into the game. But there's something that we need to think of here, and that is with the Marvel games, there's story. Comic books, movies, shows, tons of stuff that goes along with Marvel. Reasons to fall in love with the characters from Marvel. Everyone has their favorites, right? Mortal Kombat, now yes, Mortal Kombat had its own movie and it was great. I loved it, but it does not have the depths of story that Marvel has. So it doesn't have the fan base of the characters themselves, besides loving to use a certain character when you're inside of the fighter itself. So that leads me to the question, is Mortal Kombat going to have enough story and enough lore behind the characters to make it something that people are going to really want to invest in? And by investing, I mean their money and their time. This is a free-to-play game, right? So the reason that this company will make money is from microtransactions within the game. If we look at how Marvel Strike Force does it, you're going to be able to unlock different characters with boosts to upgrade those characters or any others that you want to. This is something that's going to be continuously available here in Mortal Kombat Onslaught as well. It's something that we can expect. It's expected from the genre. It's how this entire genre works, especially on mobile devices, right? It's if you play RPGs, especially ones that are either idle or that you could just set on auto, this is what you already expect from the game. It's become okay. It's become the norm. It's become expected with the genre. So the question is, are the makers of this title trying to bring another type of Mortal Kombat experience to their fan base? Or do they see an opportunity to make a nice cash grab from people that are into the Mortal Kombat lore, story, genre, characters? And again, there is story in Mortal Kombat, but does anyone really know it? Or does anyone really listen to it? I know that I don't. Now, maybe I'm in the minority here, but when I play Mortal Kombat, I want to beat the heck out of people and make them bleed as much as possible. So lore doesn't mean anything to me. But I'm leaning to the fact that this title is being created because they know they can make a good amount of money with it. People that love Mortal Kombat are going to play it. People that love Mortal Kombat are going to spend money inside of it. People that don't love Mortal Kombat have heard of it, and they're going to try this game. I think that there is a good potential that Mortal Kombat Onslaught does very well in the mobile market and is very profitable in the mobile market as well. Time will tell. My hope is whether they are trying to make money off this deal or just trying to put out a good game. Now, of course, they're trying to make money, right? Everyone is trying to make money. You have to. Why would you make games for free? I'm not shaming that, but I hope, and I'm hoping that it's not just throw our skins on this game that you've created and let's make a quick cash grab. I like to see these games supported, created, and just kept up with over time. Regular updates, new content coming, and making sure that the games aren't buggy and that they're clean and that they're fixed and that they're always good and enjoyable and playable by the community. And character unlocks, that's what we're looking at right here. This is something that you're going to learn to love inside of the game. This is what's going to suck you into want to buy more of those packs and get more different characters unlocked so you could battle it up, although you're not really battling it up. Con, you're going to want them. As far as the graphics go and all of that, we're watching a cutscene right now and they're decent. They're not the best, but again, we're in beta. Anything could be bumped up. I also don't know the resolution that this was played at. This was literally just what I was able to find. I don't know the specs of this player's phone themselves. I know for me, I play on a 14, got myself my iPad, and I play anything that I can on PC as well, as long as it can connect to a mobile version of the game. But this is what we do here on the channel. We look at games that are upcoming. We bring you games that are ones that you should be trying. I bring you top 10 lists all the time. This is why you're subscribed to the channel. This is why you come back for more. And I'm looking at this game, and it's one that I am definitely going to try. When this drops, which is going to be sometime in 2023, I will be reviewing it, giving you impressions on it, and possibly guides if I think it's good enough. We're going to have to see if it stands the test of time and what it looks like when it actually drops. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.